On as Nigeria receives COVID-19 vaccines, correspondent takes a look at how prepared the people are. And on the entertainment scene, Nigerian singer legendary stars features Falz on Lose God remix. Hello and welcome to NTA Channel 5 News at 7. I am Miriam Emekamadi. Experience has shown that the early rainfall in the year usually takes many unaware, especially if it results to havoc such as flooding, blocked drainages, and even destruction of lives and property. Rosemary Motalambila reports that to avoid being caught off guard, Chairman of AMAC says measures will be put in place to mitigate this as the rainy season approaches.
Flood has become a recurrent decimal in the FCT each rainy season. Many rural communities bear the brunt, more by being cut off after heavy downpours. Cases of clunch, manholes, flooded streets and indiscriminate dumping of refuse in drainages are common in several areas in the FCT. These unwholesome practices culminate into flooding during the rainy season, thereby exposing lives and businesses to danger. But the chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, Abdullah Adam Candido, in this exclusive interview says the council is not looking the other way, as a lot is being done to tackle the challenges in spite of limited resources.
The intention of the council is as well to get resources, okay, and then ensure that in all the localities where drainages are available, we further expand it and make it, stronger. We strengthen the capacity of the drainage so that when water is passing through, it will not eat it up. Then, of course, where we don't have at all, right, and there are rain channels, we provide some of this drainage for the people.
He urges residents to be vigilant and always keep their environment tidy. This is from building on waterways, as well as stop indiscriminate dumping of refuse.
By the grace of God, the availability of funds to make sure that we first, create awareness on the side of our people to ensure that they don't do drop-ins of unnecessary items on our drainages, so that as the rain comes around, it will have easy access of, having its lane to pass.
Sustained partnership with relevant agencies, he added, is crucial in tackling the menace and ensuring development. Rosemary Moltele Bilal, NTA News.
Figures from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as of 12th March 2020 indicates 7 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 19,447, while active cases stand at 4,644, and the number of discharged cases on the territory now stands at 14,648, and sadly, 155 deaths have so far been recorded in the FCT. As the world battles the dreaded COVID-19 virus, with many countries administering vaccines to citizens, the question is Nigeria ready to join the global race in the COVID-19 vaccine production? This is what Toibat Anifowosha seeks to find out. Okay, we move on to the next story. Understanding the best way to care for the ear, experts say, will go a long way in aiding hearing, thereby preventing hearing loss. Deborah Gazaji-Maika in this report spoke with the ear, nose and throat expert, Dr. Wanda Brown, who advised regular ear check for timely intervention.
Findings show that anytime one experiences sound above 85 decibel, it can damage his hearing permanently, with the projection of World Health Organizations that 1 in every 4 persons will live with some degree of hearing loss by the year 2050. Dr. Wanda Brown advises that it is important that people get enlightened on how to take care of the ear.
There are certain drugs that damage the ears. They call them ototoxic drugs. Like the one called aminoglycoside, those drugs they use in treating TB. Even some aspirin. So it's important to recognize that all drugs must be taken by the physician or the doctor. And if they know that these drugs are ototoxic, the doctor will monitor you and see when you degenerate.
He discourages the use of items to clean the ear, noting that the ear cleanses itself and the wax is like saliva to the mouth.
Even simple wax in the ear blocks the ear. Wax is a normal production. It is produced by some glands in the ear. It's normal. But in some people, they don't clear the oil, so it accumulates and causes infection and causes hearing loss. Coming home now, there are people who use what they call earbuds or yes. Those things should be discouraged. Use it to clean ear, use feathers and all those things. Those ones distort the normal anatomy and the normal physiology of the ear and can cause problems with that.
Since hearing loss can occur in children, the ENT doctor encourages that people go for regular screening of their ears. Deborah Gazaji-Micah, NTA News.
Many develop phobia as a result of having a negative experience or panic attack relating to a specific situation and environment. Chidima Ansanagomo takes a look at the best way to overcome phobia.
A phobia is a excessive and irrational fear reaction which can cause one to experience deep panic. Most times, it's something that is unlikely to cause harm. The word phobia comes from the Greek word which means fear of horror. Fear is often triggered in a situation that are not rational. Fear comes in different forms: fear of heights, flying, water, swimming pool, among others.
I also have that phobia for flights, phobia for swimming, but I made up my mind on it. I was able to tell myself, I need these things for exercise, I need these things to keep fit. So, because of the safety, sanctity of life, it's good for us to also, follow these arrangements put in place.
I used to be very afraid before. Like if there is a bridge over river, small river in our village then, I used to be afraid. To cross it would be difficult. Even pedestrian bridge, I used to be afraid. But later I realized that it is very important for me to do it. When I had accidents and they have to give me 24 injections, when I saw the nurse coming, I'll be checking.
If I heard of coronavirus, I'll cover myself quickly because I'm afraid of it.
Fear does not discriminate. Both black and white pass through same experience.
孔真，你把护士吓得不敢打了。你要这样子，你就给大夫说你别打了，后面好。我的娘哎！你把他肩膀这儿扶住吧。哎呦，别动，别动也，哎呀！哎呦，我的娘哎！如果我们没有练好的那种，哎呦，我的娘哎！真的是，怪不得你说你再不陪他去打针了。哎呦，我的娘哎！ 你主别再抓他了，他消完毒了。
Dr. Nzawato Kochukwu, who spoke off camera, says best way to overcome fear is by practicing relaxation techniques, which can help to minimize the symptoms and get them under control. Chidima Sin Agomo, NTA News.
The Institute of Corporate Administration has awarded Diakorandi Abu, the manager program, NTA Channel 5, Abuja, and others who have contributed their services to humanity and are outstanding in their professions. Sefia Noma Uche was there for NTA News.
Created to produce professionals in their chosen career, the Institute of Corporate Administration acquaints members with the right strategies for riding the complexities and unpredictability in the present job environment. In a lecture titled Developing Entrepreneurial Mindset for the Disrupted Age, Dr. Gospel Onyekwere says it is important to have a growth mind that is motivated, has passion, confidence, and vision.
Now we're talking about the mindset, the way we think, the way we act. So everyone is expected to develop an entrepreneurial mindset. So about being positive, imbibing the proper strategy.
The 52nd of its kind, the Institute recognized members who soared high in integrity and are shining examples to others.
You should just do your best. Somebody is watching. I didn't know where this came from, and up till now I'm still, putting my head together. Who is that person that nominated me for this?
It's actually worth it, because I know that he's hardworking and he put in his best.
Certainly, we are going to increase our role in doing what we were doing, especially to my primary constituency, the military.
I'm excited. A fantastic opportunity to be honored. Today being my birthday.
For the organizers, the criteria for giving the award is enormous.
This is for outstanding members who have distinguished themselves both in character, the level of participation in the Institute activities in the past years.
What we do here is to build the capacity of practitioners to be more resourceful and be more in tune with globalization and application of technology.
The 2021 title of the event, which is Kickoff and Pathway, was born to give the Institute a clear direction of events in 2021. The event was held in 5 different states in the country, with members participating virtually and physically. Sophia Norma Uche, NTA News.
Issues affecting the growth of women and girl child in the society is one of the inhibiting factors in the development of any nation. This consensus came to the fore at this year's edition of Glam Women Empowerment and Mentorship Program to commemorate the 2021 International Women's Day. Hawa Gimba.
And you alone can determine whatever you achieve. Drugs are a no-no.
The grooming and mentoring of the Glam Women Empowerment and Mentorship Program is about deliberating on ways to support women who are ready to excel in their professions, politics, marriages, as well as workplace. Speakers at the event say, irrespective of cultural backgrounds, social or religion affiliation, the time to support one another is now.
Men sit in their high places and assume. They don't know what the challenges are for women. So we're hoping that we could actually write something and present it to them so that we can make some changes in society.
The message is a message of hope and a message of love, like I said earlier. The APC is repositioned, especially the women's wing, which I represent, is repositioned to show to Nigerians that every life, every Nigerian matters to us.
It shouldn't be just the men's world. We are saying, like this year's theme, International Women's Day, says choose to challenge. So we are challenging women to come on board to be able to do that which God have asked them to do. And that's an injunction from God. For us to be helpmeet means we have to be productive.
Convener and founder, Glam Women Empowerment and Mentorship Organization, Monira Suleiman Tanimu, says to inspire, encourage, empower women cannot be overemphasized, hence pushing women to the next level.
If you take a look at the Senate now, we have just few women. If you take a look at the House of Reps, we have just 22% that are women. So come to think about it, we are not just housewives, like I said. We are not just housewives. That's why we organize programs like this to encourage other women, to show them and to tell them that they can do it.
The Glam Women Empowerment and Mentorship Organization is a non-governmental organization with a vision to thrive and achieve their dreams in bringing women out of their shell. The occasion also serves as a celebration of the founder's birthday. Hawagimba, NTA News.
We'll take a short break now. When we return, NTA Channel 5 News continues. Do stay with us.
Please cover your mouth with your bent elbow like this. Auntie, cover my mouth for what? Corona don't go from Nigeria. I beg, Auntie, go to stop my life.
No. Coronavirus pandemic is not over. Don't relent in observing safety protocols and good hygiene. Frequent hand washing with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Practice good respiratory etiquette, including covering your coughs and sneezes. Avoid close contact with a sick person. Cover your mouth and nose with a mask when around others. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces.
You're absolutely right. Coronavirus is still with us.
Please, and remember, coronavirus pandemic is not over. Protect yourself and others to stay safe.
Ko kun san abu mafi sauki a gare ni shine wato haɗa nin ɗina da lambobina na Glo. Za a iya yin ɗaya a cikin wayannan don wato in kira lamban *109* NIN#, ko kuma in kira wato 109 kuma wato in saurari duk umarnin da aka bani in yi amfani da shi. Idan kuma bana so in kira fa sai in tura saƙon text na nin ɗina zuwa 109. Idan kuma ka manta wato da lambar nin ɗinka fa, za ka iya buga *346#. Take lambar za ta fito. Idan kuma ka manta ba ka yi rajista ɗin nin ɗinka fa, kar ka damu. Ka samu ka shiga kowane ofishin Glo World mafi kusa da kai yi rajista. Haɗa nin ɗinka da lambar Glo ɗinka ba wuya, abu ne mai sauki 100%. Ka ji dai.
Glo Unlimited.
Thanks for being there. And now back to our earlier report on local vaccine production. As the world battles the dreaded COVID-19 virus, with many countries administering vaccines to citizens, the question is Nigeria ready to join the global race in the COVID-19 vaccine production? This is what Toiba Anifowoshe seeks to find out.
Some Nigerians are beginning to ask questions about the local production of COVID-19 vaccine in the country.
Why can't our own Nigerians produce our own vaccine?
We Nigeria were supposed to produce our own vaccine, not for we to go to abroad for we to have vaccine.
Access to COVID-19 vaccines globally is managed by COVAX, a network of global actors seeking to ensure a fair and equitable distribution of vaccines to nations, regardless of their ability to pay. COVAX has an initial aim of making about 2 billion doses of the vaccines available globally by the end of 2021, to cater for the vaccination of up to 20% of country's population, who are high risk, vulnerable, as well as frontline workers. Nigeria has commenced the nationwide rollout of the 3.92 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine from the COVAX facility for people under the priority category. Even though the country is still expecting more doses, there are concerns that these doses will not be sufficient for the more than 200 million Nigerians, thus making local production of vaccine a way out of increasing the chances of inoculating all citizens. The government says it is currently synergizing with relevant partners to ensure the local production of vaccines.
The vaccine production company called BioVaccines Nigeria Limited, owned 49% by the federal government, which is looking to partner with other vaccine producers and perhaps produce under license here if the technology transfer agreement or discussions go through.
One of our colleagues in Ede has produced a DNA vaccine candidate, so to speak, which he's now trying to test in human from phase 1 trial. But I'm not too sure how far he's been able to go, because to do phase 1, phase 2, and 3 trials, you need large sum of money to be able to do that. Our institution with National Veterinary Institute in Jos and the Tuman Danfodio University in Sokoto have put off a team creating a platform to develop vaccines generally in Nigeria, not just for COVID-19 virus.
But this expert is of the view that more needs to be done to make the production of COVID-19 vaccine in Nigeria a reality.
The major challenge is funding. As I said earlier, we have manpower, and once the program is funded, we will have more capacity building, more people will be trained, and what we have on ground, I think we should go a long way.
Many people are hoping that the government will be able to intensify efforts in the push to ensure the local production of COVID-19 vaccine in the country. In Abuja, Toiba and Foshi, NTA News.
And from there we move to culture. Nigeria's rich cultural attires were elegantly on display as the Sheikh Abubakar Gumi Academy Abuja marked its annual cultural week. Hakimat Aliyu captured the moment.
From the Kanuris Lapaya, the Iro and Buba of the Yorubas, the elegant Igbo cultural attire, to the Hausa Royal Regalia and many more beautiful traditional outfits were showcased by pupils, students and teachers of Sheikh Abubakar Gumi Academy.
I'm presenting Yoruba. I'm proud to be a Yoruba boy.
Nigeria culture inspires me to wear different kind of cultures. I love the culture. I love Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba.
I'm from Edo State.
Fulani girl.
Okay. I just decided to wear the TV dress.
I see my classmates dressing up beautiful and I like their cultures.
All these are to celebrate the Cultural Week with traditional attires as the dress code to school. Organizers say this will help prevent cultural values from going extinct and also teach the children to appreciate peaceful coexistence.
We strongly believe that our culture, our norms and values are the reason for our unity in this country. When we respect each other or appreciate each other's culture, you see that love and harmony among us. In our, in the mix of our children, today you see some children are Hausa, some are Fulani, but you see them dressed in Igbo attires, some dressed in Yoruba attires. Well, they are not really Yoruba as in, their tribes. So that shows that we are united.
We decided to choose a cultural week instead of a cultural day. Before this time, before the COVID-19, we used to fix a date, and then you see several cultures being represented in their beautiful, colorful attires, and we have different talk shows and presentations, variety of food from the different cultures.
With focus on the overall grooming of children, Sheikh Abubakar Gumi Academy is a reputable Islamic and Western school which provides a conducive learning environment for children from preparatory, nursery, primary to secondary level. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliyu, NTA News.
Kuchibena community is a home to thousands of FCT indigents and an attraction for several Nigerians who have come to eke out a living. Rosemary Motalambila on this report reports that this community would welcome any intervention to alleviate their health and socioeconomic problems which over time hampered development.
Kuchibena is a small suburb outpost of Gwarimpa district in Abuja, with apparent deprivations such as access road, social amenities, healthcare and other infrastructure. Regardless of its size, it hosts many comprising civil servants who retire here from the city center, a reality that has not translated much into transforming the community's fortune. On arrival to the community, NTA News' first point of call was the palace of the chief, who warmly received the crew, and upon inquiries about the most prevalent issues that plague the community, the chief complained bitterly about the lack of government support.
I have many challenges for this community. We don't have light, we don't have access road, we don't have hospital. Let them come and assist us to get our own police station here, so that the bad people to be run away from these communities. I want government to look at it to see what it can do for us.
Many urge those in positions of authority to adopt Kuchibena as a passion project for speedy delivery of democracy dividends, not just because of its strategic location, but as a means to accommodate more people coming into the nation's capital to boost growth.
Nigerian singer Legendary Styles features Files on a Loose Guy remix as Prince Williams speaks out on racist allegation. This and more with Cynthia Ogun on Entertainment News.
Legendary Styles became Nigeria's obsession after his single I See, I Saw became a social media sensation.
Situation is not my fault. I see, I saw, I see, so like I run on also.
Now he's back with a remix with Nigerian rapper Files.
I see Sinekejo, I run on also. To pick knife for bed, I got the head issues like a maker.
It promised to be exciting as leading stars such as Brother Shaggy, Jide Kene Achufosi, Funky Akindele, Bisola Ayeola and Jide Kosoko amongst others will feature in the movie. Music lovers are anticipating the return of Nigerian Idol, set to kickstart tomorrow with over 3,000 auditionees. Elsewhere, Prince Williams has broken his silence since Harry and Meghan Markle made some racist allegations during their explosive interview with Oprah. He commented while answering questions from the press on Thursday that the British royals are not racist. Williams is the first British royal family member to speak in public since the Harry Markle saga. And that's entertainment news for the week.
Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And just before we go, remember to continue to observe all COVID-19 safety protocols to stay safe. And that's the news. We thank you for being there. Good night.